everyone, welcome back to my channel, and if you are new, welcome to my channel. I am Jamie Beth. Today we're going to do two looks using just one palette. So I'm going to take one palette and we're going to make a kind of nice, fresh, everyday type of look, and then we're going to, on the other eye, do a more nighttime, more fierce, more, I am going out and conquering the evening type of look. So we are going to go ahead and get started with our base. I'm going to use a primer that I've been using for a while now that I absolutely love. It is the Urban Decay All Nighter Face Primer. This stuff is amazing. I mean, this paired with the setting spray that they have, the All Nighter setting spray, is absolutely amazing. I just love the way my makeup looks like day and night with this. So I'm just going to get this on my face super quick. Nice and tacky, ready for foundation. So today's foundation, again, is going to be one of my favorites that I use all the time. It's the Neutrogena Healthy Skin Foundation, and I'm just going to put my foundation on like I normally do all over my face. Okay, now that we have our foundation on, we're going to move on to concealer. Today we're going to use the CoverGirl concealer. This is the CoverGirl True Blend Undercover Concealer. I think this concealer is amazing. It comes in a huge shade range, so you can actually use it if you are someone that likes to use cream contour. They have some wonderful shades for cream contour. It's a really do-it-all type of concealer. I really like that and highly recommend it. So what I'm going to do is just put a few little dots under each eye. You want kind of the softer side to look a little more rounded, and the fiercer side, the nighttime side, to look a little more bold. So we want to make sure that this part is lifted and this part is just kind of subtle and nice and everyday. So we are going to move on to powder now. I want to take a little brush and I'm just going to put the pressed powder in the areas that I had concealer. And then I'm going to take a bigger brush and use my Laura Mercier translucent setting powder, and I'm going to set the rest of my face really well with that. So next we're going to do bronzer, and I will show you two different ways that I do my bronzer. So on the softer side, so my left side of my face, we are just going to take a brush, and I'm using the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. And I'm just going to lightly tap my cheek here. And I'm going to move a little bit of that bronze shade up on my head here. So see, we just got a nice little light bronzing going on here. I am going to take a little bit and put it on the one side of my nose. I do this no matter day or night. This is what I do. So I just kind of squeeze my brush and I take it and I put it along the side of my nose. Kind of define the nose a little. We're going to take a little bit more of that bronzer, and we are going to start a little bit higher with the bronzer. We're going to come down and kind of, because we want to make this kind of side look a little more lifted and a little more bold. We're also going to blend that up into the forehead and the top part of our face. So as you can see, this side's a little darker, a little more harsh right now, and this side's a little more softer. So we're going to move on to blush, and I'm going to use the Burt's Bees blush, and this is the shade Shy Pink. So I'm going to go ahead and take a little brush and put that in my blush. Now this side, the more softer side, we're just going to lightly brush that blush on here, ever so lightly. So now on the nighttime side, the more bold side, we're going to start it up here where we started with the bronzer, and we're going to bring the blush up that way. Now I know that kind of doesn't make any sense to put blush up here. It's like, what are we in the 1980s? But I'm telling you guys, it does help with the whole lifting of the face. We're gonna move on to brows, and my brows are gonna be the same whether it's daytime or nighttime, so I'm just gonna hurry up and get those brows on, and then we're gonna move on to the next step. Okay, so now we're gonna move on to our eye looks, and we're going to start with the soft look right now. So we're gonna be focusing on my left eye, and we are going to be using my favorite palette today. This is the Tati Beauty Neutrals palette, and we're going to start off with adding a nice little light shade all over our eye. So we're going to go ahead and start with a nice little light shade. So I'm going to use this shade all over my eye. I did prime my eyes, by the way. My eyelids have been primed. I use the Urban Decay eye primer, so they have been primed. I'm going to take a little blending brush and we are going to move into the shade right here, and we are going to go ahead and put that as our transition. And we are just being nice and light. We're just using little circular motions, and we are bringing that shadow into the crease and keeping it in that crease area. And there we have it, just a nice little light transition shade in that crease area. So for the daytime look, we're only going to use a couple shades. So we're going to actually go into a shimmer shade right now, and it's this shade right here. I'm just going to use my finger and apply that shade to my eyelid. So now we're going to take a little smudger brush and we're just going to go right under our lower lash line. I'm going to take that shade that I have been using, and I'm going to go just start from the outer corner of my eye and move that inward. So now I'm going to add some liner, and I'm using my e.l.f. liquid liner, and I'm just going to add a nice thin line on my upper lash here. And there we go, just a nice simple black line. Again, nothing too bold. We don't want to be too crazy with this side of our face. We want it to look just like an easy peasy, nice everyday, simple, soft look. So this is almost finished. We just need some mascara, and I'm going to put some lashes on. So I'm going to go ahead and put some mascara on, and I'm just using my CoverGirl Exhibitionist mascara. We'll get some mascara on, and I'll get some lashes on, and we should be good to go with this side of our face. There we go. I put some mascara on the top and lower lash lines. Now sometimes I will just do this and not put on fake lashes. We are going to put on some fake lashes today though. I mean, it's really hit and miss whether I put on fake lashes during the day or if I just use them when I'm going out in the evening with friends or family or whatnot. But like, this is totally acceptable. Like, I would totally go out looking like this because it's nice and simple and easy and no mess, no hassle. So we are going to go ahead and I'm going to get some lashes on, and I'm going to use my favorite lashes. They are the Ardell 110s. So I'm going to go ahead and get that popped on right now. So we're going to move on to lips now. And usually when I'm going out, I use a pretty bold eye like nighttime because I just like having fun and having like bold makeup. So I usually always wear a nude lip. I don't know, that's just my thing. I think everything looks good with a nude lip. So whether it's daytime or nighttime, I usually always do the same type of lip. So we're just going to go ahead with that theory and do a nude lip, and then we're going to move on to the bolder side of our face, and we are going to start off doing the same thing using the same transition shade. This shade right here, we're going to use that transition shade, and we're going to go ahead and get that into our crease just like before. Now I did use a little bit more product on my brush than I did on this side, and you can totally tell the difference right now. But I wanted to let you know I did use, it does look darker because I did use more product. So we are going to continue to buff that out. And as we're buffing it out, we're bringing it, kind of flickering it up a little bit more, just so it goes a little above our crease area. So if you guys don't know what your crease area is, it's just when you open your eye, it is that little fold right here. So I didn't put any other product on my brush. We're still using whatever product is left on that brush, and we're kind of flickering it upwards now. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and grab a smaller brush, and we're going to dip into a darker shade. So we're going to dip into this shade right here. Right now we just want to get that blended out. We're not going to dip this brush in any more color. We are going to blend it out, get it blown out a little bit like we did with that transition shade. So what we're going to keep doing, we're not dipping any more makeup on this brush. We're just using exactly what we've already put on our eye, and we are going to blend that out and kind of again flick out the sides and move up just slightly from our crease now, and we want to move a little bit onto our eyelid, so like maybe 3/4 of the way on our eyelid using the product that we already have on our eye. So now we're going to move on to a little bit of a darker shade. Actually, it's a lot of a darker shade. It's the black. We're gonna move into the black. So we're gonna go into this black shade. I'm gonna keep that little brush that I had the brown shade, the darker brown shade on. I'm going to lightly touch that black color. And then I'm going to take this brush and I'm going to lightly put it on my eyelid. Okay, so now we're gonna add a little bit of shimmer to this. A tiny little bit of shimmer, not a whole lot. Well, I don't know, maybe, but bear with me here. So we're gonna go back into this shade. I love this shade for our daytime and nighttime looks. So we're gonna take that on our finger and we're gonna press that into our lid, okay? We're gonna add a little bit of shimmer to this look. Because who are we kidding? We want a little bit of shimmer regardless of the time of day. Now we're gonna go on to the lower lash line. And I'm going to take a tiny little smudger brush. Again, we're gonna dip into that dark brown color, okay? And we're just gonna tightly go under the lower lash line. And there we have it. I'm going to go ahead and put liner mascara in my other eyelash on, and we will go ahead and check out the final look. So there you have it. 2 looks using just one palette. So you can take any palette that you have and create 2 beautiful looks with it. Actually, you can create more than just 2, but I showed you 2 today. If there's a palette out there that you want me to create 2 different looks with, let me know in the comments below and I'll be glad to do that for you and make a video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Remember to hit that subscribe button down below if you haven't already, as well as the notification bell next to it to be notified of all of my upcoming videos. Thank you so much, and I'll see you again soon.